What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay's Bucket, and today I'm here with the bestest, restest, and the mestest. I'm just like, today I'm here with.
What you working with? Okay. What you working with? Okay. What you working with? Okay. What you working with? What you working?
Rokita T. Spencer. I'm Rokita Spencer. I'm a junior political science major. I currently serve as the 37 junior class president from heaven, and I am excited to be here on this amazing podcast. I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to be on what you working with today, because today you're really gonna show us what you working with, like what's the tea. So y'all, today we are at Clark Atlanta University. For those that don't know, this is my dream school, so this is such a pleasure to interview the president of class 2027, because in 2023 you was not telling me that I was not coming to Clark, but I didn't go to Clark. But that's okay though, because look,
That's okay.
I got my girl right here though. We here, like, it don't matter where you do is how you do it, something like that. Oh well, but yeah, so I'm gonna start off by saying, what made you want to go to Clark?
Ooh, so what made me want to go to Clark, for one, I think that Clark is the most historical school, HBCU, ever. It is at the heart of the city of Atlanta. It was started within the civil rights movement. Like, this is where the civil rights movement started. And with me being a political science major, like, I'm just into history, I'm into policy. And as you can see, like, if you look close down there, like, we're just right now in front of the statue of W.E.B. Du Bois. So I always knew that Clark Atlanta was a school for me. I knew it was a school where I can be unique, I can be different, I don't have to put on a specific image, but I can also be professional, but I can also be fly. So I was just like, I gotta come to Clark Atlanta, because Clark Atlanta is just an amazing institution. So yeah, and we going up. We only going up, never going down. So yeah.
I agree. Like, I feel like Clark, you could really, like, truly just, like, be yourself. Like, it's so many different types of people that go to Clark, and I just love the red and the white and the black. So, I remember you telling me that you are a transfer student. So, what school did you come from? And, well, you're here now. So, yeah, what school did you come from?
So I came from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, okay? It's ABAC. And I went to that specific school because at first I wanted to try to come to Clark fall 2023, but I couldn't because, my stuff wasn't together. Get your stuff together, kids. Please get your stuff together when you come to HBCU, please. So my stuff wasn't together, and then I was just like, you know what, Mom, Grandma, I am going to go to Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College just because I need the credits. And then, boom, one day, God was like, hey, you're going to come to Clark Atlanta. It's okay. We're going to work it out. You're going to go. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, great. And so, yeah, I got everything together, and here I am. The rest is history. I was a little fearful, but the rest is history. Now I'm here. So
Okay, so first I wanted to say, where's AVAC located?
it's located in Tifton, Georgia.
Okay, cool. And, like, why was you fearful about, like, transferring?
Ooh, I was fearful about transferring because, for one, I didn't know if I would fit in well at Clark Atlanta, and I'm not like the type of person to want to try to fit in to a specific social group or anything, because I know I don't fit in. I always stand out. But it was just, me coming in late. Everybody always has their social groups, already has their friends when they already come in, especially for the, class of 27. Like, I didn't come in with my class, so it's just like, dang, like, am I gonna make friends? Am I gonna have this? And everything worked out the way it was supposed to be. And my second fear was credit-wise, making sure that all my credits transferred in so I don't be taking classes that I don't need to take. So that was another fear. And just, Atlanta. The safety. Atlanta. Like, I was scared. Like, I came from a small town, a very small town, and now coming to Atlanta, Georgia, like, it's like, Atlanta is not regular, okay? Atlanta is a very unique city. It's the land, I call it the land of opportunity. So, yeah, I was excited, but also fearful. So, yeah.
So, first, I want to say I love that, because me being a transfer student myself, I felt the same way, like, how's this gonna be? Like, no. I was like, oh my God, how's it gonna be, this, that, and the third? So, I really love that. Like, shout out to you. And then just to see you, you was fearful, you was this, that, and the third, and then for you to be, like, the president of class 27, we gonna get into that, but that's something that's really, like, I want to know her story. So first, let me say, what would you tell the students out there that want to be a transfer student? What would you tell them?
Ooh, I would tell them to first, please trust in God. He's gonna he's going to be helpful within your journey. Continue to talk to him, be vulnerable, journal a lot of your fears, journal a lot of the different things that you're going through. That's what I did. I wrote down everything. I wrote down and documented my fears. I documented the situations I was going through. I documented the vision of where I wanted to be. It's okay not to have a set plan. It's okay to not have everything all together, but just know where you want to go. Know the specific target you want to hit, and have a niche. Have a specific purpose that the more that you follow back on your why, the more it'll be easier for you to go to your journey within the future, so, and it's okay. And also have community around you to help you with that. Like, have community around you as well. And also get your credits together, please. Check your credits, get the credits together. I don't care what it is, get it together. Okay? Love you. I love you. I see you, you see me. Okay? Get it together. Okay?
Yeah, I love that. I really love how, you say, like, write down all your fears and journal, whatever, like, comes to your mind, what you want to do, your why. I feel like a lot of misconceptions that a lot of people have is that, like, when you write stuff down, it's supposed to come true right away, but something you write down this year, it may happen 3 years from now. And you're like, oh, remember when I wrote that down? Yes. And look where I'm at now. So I really appreciate that. You have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yes, that was me.
Yes. Like, okay, so we know that you went to AVAC and you transferred to Clark, but we know one thing about Miss Clark World is Clark is not cheap. So I don't want to get in your business, but I want to know, like, are you on a scholarship? Like, how does paying tuition work for you? Like, what are your methods that you pay for tuition?
Okay. So for me right now, I am on scholarship. I am definitely on scholarship, but I had to do a little loans, just two, a good two. That's it. But I am definitely on scholarship. I apply to a lot of external and internal scholarships here. I'm actually right now within my job, I'm having to advocate and continuously go to the Office of Financial Aid. I actually just left the Office of Financial Aid talking to Crystal Law. She's the director of scholarships and awards here at Clark Atlanta. Just really talking to her a lot about everything that's happening and the hardships that students here do face here, and as well as working out different collaborations and collaborative events and reels that I'm getting ready to start doing. Please be on the lookout for my 37 junior class friends page _ please be on the lookout for that, because I'm going to do a lot of informational reels. I'm going to do a lot of reels just to help out the students. I was just talking with them today about, hey guys, like, a lot of students don't like to read. I'm just being real. They don't they like to have something quick and easy, like, hey, this is it, thank you. So, and a lot of students are into reels. A lot of young people are into, like, very modern day reels. So for me, I'm on scholarship, as well as I set out a budget plan. So I make sure to look at the tuition fees, and if there's certain stuff that I don't need within that, like the health insurance, I already have health insurance, so I don't need that. Book bundle, I don't need that book bundle because I can just look that up. You know what I mean? You can look it up online. You can just look it up. Trust. Certain stuff, just look at your book, look up the tuition fees, look up what you're paying, look at your balance, and if it's certain stuff that you do not need, ask about them. Like, don't just be paying for stuff you don't need. And also, classes wise, I'm paying for classes. Like, here at Clark, all of you should know that we do pay for 18 credits. So if you're only taking 12, if you can, take at least 15, take 18, because you're paying for them anyway.
Yeah, might as well get out.
You might as well go on and pay for them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I'm still applying to external. I actually won a scholarship grant. Thank you. I won a scholarship, y'all. I won a scholarship grant, and I'm gonna see the video.
Yes, please.
But I actually won a scholarship grant going to a 5K HBCU 5K race.
Oh, I saw
yes, that Dr. George T. French, our president, Dr. George T. French Jr., he allowed all the student leaders to go. He invited some of the CAU students. Mind you, this was an event that was going to be giving away scholarships. So shout out to President George T. French Jr. You are the bomb. Number 5. Yes, he is the bomb. He literally has been giving us opportunities to be able to get in those rooms and take advantage of those opportunities. I got healthy and I got some money. So, and I just went into the Office of Financial Aid to apply that money now. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. But yeah, that's what I'm just applying to scholarships. Fellowships, all that. I don't care. Internships, do it too.
Yes.
So yeah.
The ones that pay. I'm just like
The ones that pay.
The ones that pay.
The paid ones.
The free ones. I mean, if they're gonna get you the money in the long term, I guess. But go to the ones that pay. Yeah, the 5K run is what my cousin went. She won a scholarship too, so she go to FAMU.
Oh my Yes, the Rattlers.
For the A&M?
I don't know if I can do it, but the Rattlers, yes.
No,
yes.
okay, I don't care. I'm sorry, I got people that go there. Sorry, y'all. No. So I heard that you took out student loans, and like me personally, I really don't want to take out no loans. I don't want to have no money to my name. But I want to ask you, like, what made you be like, you know what, I'm gonna take out a loan and I'm gonna just trust that, you know, one day I'll pay them off, or like, so how was that journey for you? Were you fearful at first?
I was fearful because of something that I lack knowledge in. The reason why I was fearful because I lack knowledge in what the student loans are and how they operate. So after I overcame my fears, I was just like, you know what? One day when I was like in my season before coming to Clark, in like my season of isolation, I was like, I'm going to make it my business to learn about what this stuff is, what is a FAFSA, what's a SAI, what's a EFC, what's a subsidized loan, what's a unsubsidized, all of that specific stuff. What's a private loan, what is a Pell Grant. I'm gonna make it my business to learn the terms and what that means, so I will not get bamboozled. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna learn that different type of stuff, and then after that, I'm not fearful about taking out the loans specifically because I am financially knowledgeable and I know how to allocate the money and so like that. I know how to make my money shake and work, as well as the type of career field I'm going into. I'm going into politics. I'm going to work for the federal government. And a lot of times there's a lot of opportunities where the federal government will pay off your loans. Like they will pay it off.
Yeah.
Or fellowships like the Congressional Black Caucus or specific other fellowships or internships. There will be opportunities where that the UNCF or Thurgood Marshall will give you opportunities where they'll pay off your loans and they'll give you a large sum of money. Like right now, I know that there is a John R. Lewis Fellowship for the Congressional Black Caucus and they pay you $60,000 to $70,000. That's a lot of money. And that's a lot of money to cover your loans. So that's why I'm not fearful because I know the specific. I got a plan. I would just tell other students, if you are fearful of taking out loans, look at your career pathway, look at your occupational pathway of your career and where you're going. If you're going into a career that's going to pay off those loans, by all means, hey. But also be knowledgeable about the loans that you're paying off. And plus, as well, the loans that you are going to pay off, they give you like a bill every single month throughout your matriculation to pay those loans in small amount sums. So if you're not, it's like a phone bill. If you ain't paying your phone bill, it's like, it's going to add up. You know what I mean? So that's how I think of it. I think of it as like, it's like paying a phone bill with those small amount sums. And then by the time you graduate, you won't even have like a amount to really pay off. So yeah, you good. So, hey.
I really like that. All I'm hearing is make a plan, make sure you're knowledgeable in what you're doing, so that way you don't get bamboozled, and I really like that. So would this be advice that you would give to kids on how they feel like, I don't want to go to school because of the cost? Like, would you tell them that same thing, or would you say a little bit more as far as like them being worried about like what the cost is for school?
I would say particularly like going to get your education is an investment within your future. So if you want to invest in getting an education and getting your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your doctorate degree, however level you want to go to, that is an investment within your education and within the career that you want to take. Now, as far as the cost, we know that inflation in the economy right now is going crazy, but I do believe that it is important right now that education is more important than ever, especially today. A lot of students are not wanting to read. A lot of students don't want to learn more about math or a lot of students know less about cursive writing, and I think that going to college, especially I think that going to an HBCU or just going to school period is very important, like especially today, because I'm the type of person I always want to learn more. Like there's always something more to learn, and I think that being college educated, I don't want to say that it's a priority of everything. Some people are college educated but have no common sense. Like the people right now in the White House, no common sense. They're college educated, no common sense. The common sense is gone. But I think that it's important to be college educated as a black student. And I'm talking to the black students, black young men, black women. It is important for you to attend these HBCUs and as well as be educated about what's going on, about your history, about your specific career path. It is important, especially today. So don't be fearful. I got you.
I really like that. I feel like as long as like, I mean, as far as getting your education goes, it's really important. But also, like, I always say to myself, yeah, I'm gonna pay thousands of dollars to go to a school because I'm gonna network, and it's not what you, well, it is what you know, but it's really like who you know as well. So I feel like with those, like with all those things, like being black and educated, like it's the best.
Yes,
and who you know.
And another thing, guys, if you were paying $50,000 in tuition just to sit in your dorm and do nothing, you better, if I'm paying $50,000, I take advantage of my $50,000. I go outside, I sit on the rock, I talk to people, I campaign, I am taking advantage because I'm paying $50,000. Like, you're paying $50,000, you sit in your room. Get out your room. I'm gonna knock on your door. Get out your room. You paying this $50,000. Go to class. Go to them events. Go to the little social gatherings. Go to them. Talk to the you better kiss the trees. You better kiss these little trees, because this is $50,000 right here, okay? I'm just being realistic, okay? Because I see it a lot. Get out your room now. Please, okay?
Okay, so with that being said, like, I just love black excellence. Like, being in an AUC, it's just black excellence. Like, you never know who you talking to, who they gonna be, where they gonna go, and you just want to, like, just branch out. Like, you just never know. So please get out the room. Like, go be somebody. Go clock in. Now, you know that TikTok.
Clock in. Go.
Okay, so with that being said, with going outside, touching grass, meeting new people, how was it making friends as a transfer student?
Well, as y'all probably know, I like to run my mouth. I really do. I genuinely love talking to people. I love meeting different people. I love learning from other people and seeing their perspective and being in it.
You sound like me.
Yes, I love talking to people, and it goes so well with my occupation and what I'm going to be going into the career field. Like, I'm going to have to talk to people. I'm going to have to.
So might as well just start now.
Start now. And for me, how it was I honestly just got out of my room and talked to people. I got out of my room, went to different events, went to different organizations that were happening on campus. I'm going simple as going to the lunchroom, just sitting down with random folks that I don't even know. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Can I sit here? Talking with them, having a full-on conversation. Some of the students that I talked to in the lunchroom that I met were a part of other organizations or were a part of my class that I didn't even know, or students that I got to talk to that, you know, were telling me some of the issues that they had dealing with here at Clark Atlanta, and that now we're currently advocating for, you know. And that's just me simply just getting out of my room and talking with people, and just randomly, and don't here at Clark, like, they will speak to you. They gon' if you say hey, they gonna say hey back. You gonna have a whole conversation. You gonna find a new friend every single day. But be careful though. Just remember, to associates, friends, like, those are things. So don't be. But honestly, it's all about you just going outside your room, getting outside your comfort zone. Go talk to some people in your class. Just talk to them. That's it. Just they be here. They be everywhere. You know. So yeah, that's how that worked. I just like talking to people.
They outside, she outside. So, like, me, sometimes I have, like, social anxiety going up to people and being like, you know, this, that, and third. And I know I'm not the only person that has, like, social anxiety. So how did you handle that? Because I feel like being a transfer student, you already, like you said, you was the new kid on the block. Like, so how did you handle that? Or did you have any social anxiety?
For me, I don't know if I had any social anxiety, because I came in Clark knowing who I was, and also having confidence that it was going to work out, and that I knew I was supposed to be here. Like, I had a knowing, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be at Clark Atlanta. I just had a knowing. First, confirmation from God, and secondly, I just knew that this was the school I was supposed to be at. The social anxiety part, I have had social anxiety before. I've had moments where I'm like, I don't really feel like talking right now. I don't feel like talking to people right now. But majority of my moments, I've always tried to be kind and reach out and extend myself. Olive branch, that's that Southern hospitality in me a little bit. Like, I just always am trying to talk to people and get to know people and know their story, know who they are, and because you never know who you're talking to. I don't care who it is, from the lunch lady to the custodian to the gas station worker to whoever. Like, I try my best to extend myself to anybody that is around me, because you don't know what they're going through and you don't know who they are. So I didn't really experience any social anxiety. And when I got here, I did content and reels. So a lot of people here at Clark, I did not know it yet, but saw it. And they were like, I know you. I've seen you before. I'm like, wait, you seen me? So I did content and reels, and a lot of people at Clark already kind of had an idea of who I was. And some of them even thought like I attended here. Like and I wasn't even here. So the fact that like my presence was known without me being here for a whole year, like that's exciting. That's big. That's God. That's a God thing right there. But yeah, like I had a good time. It was good, you know?
You still having a good time, right?
No. Great time. I'm having a
That's you making your mark on the world. I think that's good. I feel like the key thing that I took away was, you know, you said you was confident in who you were. So because you were confident, you didn't care who you're talking to, because you know who you are. And if they didn't respond, go, well, I know who I am. I know what I'm trying to accomplish, and I don't care if it's the lunch lady, if it's the gas station worker, if it's the custodian, like, it's okay. So the biggest thing I took away from that was, you know, you had confidence. So I want to applaud you for that, because sometimes it's not easy building confidence in a world where everybody's trying to like build you. I mean, not build you, but like knock you down and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that you said that. So now we're gonna see. So I feel like you kind of already answered this question, but I wanted to hear it more in depth. You talked about how, you know, you were talking to the different students in the lunchroom, and, you know, they was telling you about their problems that they're having at Clark. So is that one of the reasons why you ran for president? Tell us about your presidential run.
Ooh, I'm about to get in trouble. No, I'm playing. Keep it respectful. I'm gonna be real and honest. The reason why I ran for junior class president was because of I wanted to be something that I wasn't seeing. I'm going to be completely transparent and real. A lot of the leadership that I was seeing, I honor the leadership, I do, but a lot of it was for show, and it was to check off a box or check off a list of, hey, I did this event, boom, that's it. And I wasn't seeing a lot of collaborative efforts here at Clark Atlanta. I was seeing a lot of poor communication happening between who's doing what, who's doing this, and who's doing that, and really just taking the initiative to talk to some of the staff, talk to some of the student leaders before, and talk to a lot of the administration. Like a couple of weeks ago, I just met the 31st SGA president of Clark Atlanta, and he was just kind of talking to me about the things that they had went through, and some of those specific things that they had went through are kind of stirring a little bit even to this day. And right now we're in the 37th administration, and for me, I ran because I really wanted to show in leadership what it's like to actually run and do it for public servitude, and not do it just to check off a list. Right. And I also wanted to, yes, or for clout, because, hey, come on now. And again, I also ran because I genuinely love serving people. I love people. And so when you have a desire and passion, and God gives you that passion to love on other people, and a way that I show love is by public servitude. Also as well, I ran for it because this is my field. I'm a political science major. I want to work in policy, and I'm going to run for office one day. So it's like, why would I not show up as a political science major? And for me, I want to see more political science majors, more criminal justice majors, more people that are going to be working in the policy field run for these specific positions, because we need to see more of them. Who understands policy more than a person that's going to be working in policy and that studies it day to day in the classroom? So I wanted to show up and be a representation on Clark Atlanta campus as a student leader, just so that I can show that this is how you do it, and that this is what you do when you do it authentically, when you do it that way. I'm now seeing a lot of uniqueness in leadership now. Considering this 37th administration coming in, I'm seeing a lot of uniqueness. I'm seeing a lot of...
We ready for y'all.
I'm ready. We're seeing a lot of differentiality, especially even with the class of 2-9. These young kids, these young men and women from the class of 2-9 coming in, that they are going to be powerful leaders. They're going to be amazing leaders. And we that are currently here serving as student leaders are going to set the tone for them. And they're going to be watching us. And they're going to be seeing, well, how did they do it? How did they stand up to administration? How did they protest? How did they pass policies? How did they be strategic with events or initiatives? That we got to just stop doing events and start having purpose within the events. Because if you want to do events, that's CAB. CAB is right over there. Ask CAB. But if you want to have purposeful events and have a lot of initiatives that are really truly going to impact the Clark Atlanta student, we need to start doing that in student leadership. So I ran because I wanted to be something that I didn't see, and I wanted to be something that the future Clark Atlanta student was going to come and see. I wanted them to say, Rokita Spencer, she did that. She did that. And I also wanted to inspire others to do it too. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the next wave. I'm ready to make a pathway. So I'm excited. I'm excited, you know.
I'm excited for you, and I just hear the passion, and I'm just, I can't wait. I'm gonna be like with my camera phone, yeah, that's her. No. So, let me give you a quick backstory. So I saw all you guys like campaigning. When was it? Like in April or something?
It was in April.
Yeah. So I would just be walking up the campus. I don't see everybody. Then I saw your different world. I'm like, okay, and like everybody had like, I feel like the people towards the I don't know, but people towards the student center over there, like they have big tables and stuff. And then I saw you was all the way at the bottom, right, or something like that. And your table, it was a medium size, like it was not the biggest campaign. But when I saw that you won, I said, oh yeah, she ate that up. So I want to say I was definitely stalking you. I'm just like. I just say I loved your different world campaign. Like I loved your glasses. Like I just loved everything. So you never know who watches. So I was watching you. You probably didn't even see me. I saw you though. Okay. So I love your different world campaign. So what made you? Well, I think you kind of already said it when you said you want to be a change. You want to be something that you didn't see. So was this a part of your different world campaign, or what made you be inspired to do a different world campaign?
I chose I specifically, intentionally chose a different world. A little backstory. 5 months prior, like within the fall semester, a different world campaign was actually supposed to be for an RHA pageant that I was supposed to do. And it was going to be with another young lady that was running for like Miss Pfeiffer. I was running for Miss Sweets during that time, but we ended up not doing the RHA pageant. But that was originally supposed to be a campaign that me and this young lady were supposed to do together for a different world. And I even have the pictures that we were supposed to do for it. Like we were supposed to do it together, but then RHA ended up not working out, and the young lady ended up transferring to another school. And so I was like, dang, like a different world, like it's not happening. So then after that, boom, campaign season starts. Y'all, when I tell y'all I almost was not able to run for June. Yeah, that's why my story is so like, it's really God, because they ended up closing the election like interest meeting or whatever. It was a whole thing with that, but they ended up closing the election meeting, and I came, but I came in like only just 1 minute late, and they were just like kind of like, no, you can't, so I can go. And then after that I was just like, dang, like that's it for me. That's it. I tried to email like the specific people, like, hey, like I only came 1 minute late, like come on, it's like, only a minute.
To the 5-minute grace period.
Yeah, like 1 minute. And they were just like, no, and then after that I was like, dang, it's over for me. So I had a couple of my friends that were running, and I was just like, they asked me to do their letter of recommendations, did it for them, and I was like, you know what, if I'm not gonna run, it's okay. I'm just gonna get on somebody's campaign team, see what happens and whatnot. Then boom, they ended up opening back up the interest meeting because apparently not enough people were applying. Rightfully so. They extended. So
I knew you was the first one.
Yeah, I definitely was. I surely I was, but I didn't know what I exactly wanted to run for. So I at first was like, I'm gonna run for student senate. I want to run for student senate because policy, and I wanted to actually make a change in student senate, like show people, hey, student senate needs that change, like student senate is here, we're here. Then I had called a friend, and he was running for VP. And so I was just having a conversation. We were having such an amazing conversation. He was encouraging me, saying like, Rokita, like, hey, like you can do it. We're gonna be powerful. He's like very encourageable. Love this young man so much. Friend to this day.
Who this is?
Yes. Oh, DJ White, David White. Love him. David White. Love David White Jr. Love him. So yeah, I was just kind of talking with him on the phone, and he basically was like, you know what, Rokita, you should run for president. I said, on the phone, I'm like, you think I should? Because I was actually wrestling with running for president. Because I was like, for one, I don't know if my class knows me enough
Right, yeah.
to run for president. And for two, again, I don't know how they would adjust to me wanting to run for that president's role. And mind you, I was already on council. Like, I was serving as the chief of staff. So I had worked very hand in hand with the sophomore class president from last semester. I worked hand in hand with her, and I understood everything, that the things that were going on within council and the events that were popping out, like all of that different type of stuff. We did Boondocks Week, like. Also, her name's Rachel. She served as our 36 sophomore class president. She did amazing.
Hey,
She had her she did her due diligence. She did what she could do, and she did her due diligence. And so, me working so close with her, it was just like, wow, me taking on the president's role. It's like, oh. So I took on the president's role. I was able to win. The junior class president I was, and I chose a different world specifically because, for one, I watched A Different World and I understood the show, and for two, I knew the historical context behind it because A Different World was actually shot in Clark Atlanta dorms and shot here at Clark Atlanta and in Spelman. So it was shot within the AUC. So I knew, like, A Different World is a relatable show because it shows, first of all, the life of HBCU students and what we go through, as well as it shows a lot of the specific things and struggles that HBCU students are dealing with. And it connects back to who we are today. And another thing, if y'all don't know, Hillman College is being, like, the A Different World sequel is being shot here, like, right now. Like, that is crazy. That I did A Different World in April, and now in July, it's now being shot right now. Like, the show is being shot here at Clark Atlanta again.
And wasn't, like, one of the ladies that was on A Different, wasn't she, like, at the campaign?
Listen,
I
so tell me why that Debbie Allen, like, this is crazy. I was doing my campaign one of these days, and I was like, dang, I was kind of going back and forth, like, dang, I wish I could have got one of the people, like, from A Different World to do, like, a shout out within the campaign and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't have no shout out, I don't have no da-da-da-da. Mind you, I'm just at my campaign table, like, talking to people, just being myself, like, okay, this is what this means. This is A Different World, wisdom, organization, resilience, leadership, dedication. I still remember that's how you know it's for real. But yeah, like, boom, I'm doing it. And then one of my friends turns around, she was running for HA president. Tayana, amazing young lady. She was running for it, and she was like, Rokita, Debbie Allen, she's coming here. I was like, wait, what you mean?
Right, like, today? Right
It was like a movie. I don't know if it was like a fairy tale, but all I see is Miss Debbie Allen's car riding down, and she stops. She flips up her glasses like this. She's like, look! And I was like, Debbie Allen! And she's like, Different World! And she says, come here. I was like, Miss Debbie Allen, hi, Miss. I was nervous. I didn't know because it just happened. It was so random.
And then it
like,
off guard.
It was so random. Nobody said that Debbie Allen was gonna be coming that day. So she comes up and she's like pulling. She was like, hey, like, I love this campaign. I love what you're doing. You're a Panther World. I love it.
Yeah.
And she was like, let's take a picture. And we take a picture, We take a picture, and I'll just send you the picture. You can just pop it up on the screen.
You already know.
But she sends, like, we take a picture, and I was honestly, my eyes, I did not know what to do. And that was a moment where it was confirmation for me that this is the right campaign, whether win or lose. I was just like, this is confirmation that this campaign is going to be successful. And not successful by me winning, but successful by the impact that it's going to make. Like, that's I didn't care about winning or losing the campaign, because even if I would have lost, I was going to still do the same things after. I was going to do the same thing. I was going to work in policy. There was not going to be no stopping. Okay, Rokita, dang, you lost. Oh, okay, well, come on, let's go. We still going to be active. We still going to, let's get it. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. Yep. I was still going to do it. And also, as well, regardless of whether I won or lost, I was still going to contribute to the council. I was still going to want to have the desire to contribute to whoever was going to be president of the council to help the class of 27. So yeah, but I ended up winning. And here we are. We are coming hot. Class of 27, Sent from Heaven, is going to be hot this year. I'm very intentional about how I want to lay out stuff. I'm very intentional about my council. I'm very intentional about my CNCs. I'm very intentional about everything that we're going to do this year. And I'm just excited. And it's going to really, really show, like, it's going to show my intentionality about me wanting to do purposeful events to impact the class 27, and not just at Clark, but at Spelman Morehouse too. You know, I have a communication line, and we talk with the Spelman 27 presidents and the Morehouse 27 president. I talk with them almost every other day. I try to talk. We actually talked yesterday because we're starting on something. We're cooking up stuff, but I try my best to be very intentional about what I'm gonna do with the class of 27, and also really get that 27 hype going, cause they be playing with the class 27, and we involved. We the most involved, and most creative, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So yeah, that's how I feeling. We're gonna be great. It's gonna be hot. No, ain't no talk. Just action. That's it.
Just action.
Ain't no talk.
So she said, "Ain't no talk, ain't no action."
Ain't no talk.
I'm already knowing. Like some be like, "Yeah, that's like I'm already knowing just the energy that you giving, the positive vibes, the powerfulness. Like I just like when you talk, I'm getting what is it called? Dang. Yes. I'm like, whoa, she about to make a mark on the world. Like I'm ready. So did the students respond like to your campaign good? Like were people like, yes, I am gonna vote for you? Like, how is their reaction?
A lot of students, a lot of faculty responded very, very well to my campaign.
Of
like
course they did.
They were very like, this is good. This is, even the people I was running against, like they was like, that's good. And for me, one thing that I did with the people that I was running against, those beautiful queens, young ladies, shout out to them. I told them, I was like, y'all, we don't have to make this a competitive thing. It's not that. Honestly, it's not even that serious for us to hate each other over a title. Like we can still do what we do outside of it. And I was just like, respecting them every single time, calling them queens, uplifting them, because it's important. Like they're black women too, you know, and we're running for this position. Like, oh well, it's a position. When we graduate Clark Atlanta, we have bigger fish to fry, you know what I mean? So a lot of people responded very, very well. A lot of people loved the campaign. They loved the concept. A lot of people mainly told me it was the fact that you knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like you knew what you was talking about in your campaign for a different world. You wasn't stuttering, you wasn't talking about the same thing everybody else was talking about, and you wasn't making unrealistic promises. You know what I mean? And for me, that's a main thing that I saw in leadership, was people making very unrealistic promises. Like, I'm gonna solve the situation of housing. So no.
Where is that though?
So in order to solve the situation of housing or solve any major problem of an HBCU, you have to look back. And you have to know the information behind. You have to know the background story of something. You know what I mean? So if you're just saying I'm going to solve this but have no background view of what happened, have no background view of the history of Clark, have no background view of these buildings and these areas, the presidents that have come before, if you have no historical context or knowledge of the strategic plan, Destination 2028, that Clark Atlanta does have in place, that was in place October 14th of 2023. If you have no background, no vision view, you can't really solve much of anything. So you have to be able to look back in order to solve something. And for me, I was just like, okay, I'm going to come in studying this stuff. I'm going to know what, and at that time, I actually finished orientation guide, OG.
Oh, I saw your
my OG, yeah. I actually had, and
what you call yourself?
I'm an OG, like, you know,
the girl with the picture.
The girl with the picture. Girl, no. No, but I had, during that time, I had just got done doing orientation guides and going through,
like lined up. So
yeah, and with the orientation guide, they teach you to know the history. So, like, you have to know, they give you a book, they teach you to know the history of Clark Atlanta, and it makes sense. And for me, that was a plus, because I got to know the ins and outs of Clark. I got to know the presidents. I got to know specific stuff that I didn't even know if I had not even joined OG. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, like, a lot of people responded very, very well to it. It was good. It was
Now I see why you didn't need all the glitz and the glam and the big table, because you are the glitz and the glam. You are the one. You knew what you was talking about. Like you said, you was intentional. Everybody, it's one thing for you to be like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Forget what y'all saying. But for somebody else to say that about you, then you already knowing, like, yep. Yeah. So I love that. You know, the history, very knowledgeable. Like, what are your study secrets?
Study. Study secrets is honestly like, let's just say for the buildings. Right now we're in front of Harkness Hall. Well, we're actually at the back of it a little bit. But Harkness Hall used to be Atlanta University. This used to be the actual building of Atlanta University. And so how I studied it was they give us a book. Like, you get a book or whatever, as well as I honestly just looked it up online. And also I'm right now as president starting to go to every single building and go inside of them. Now that I have this history and now that I know it, I'm like, okay, let me go to Harkness Hall. Let me go look at Harkness Hall for myself and see what it's like and see what they talking about. Like, a lot of people didn't even know that Tupac Shakur's mom worked down there at Thayer Hall, which is the School of Social Work. Like, she worked here.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah, yeah. Tupac actually came to Clark Atlanta for one semester. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, like, or even Trevor Arnett Hall. Like, Trevor Arnett Hall used to be a library, and it also used to be, it holds a spot of the honors program as well. Like, it's so many amazing things within these buildings and gems and histories that I'm just like, anybody that comes in saying like, oh, Clark Atlanta, you know, it's negative, I'm just like, okay, but take the initiative to know the history of Clark Atlanta. Yeah, before you want to solve a problem, take the initiative to know the history, and then that's how you can move forward. So those are I just take the initiative and just go out and actually look at it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's me.
Okay, taking the initiative to make sure you, like, knowing what you're talking about. Like, it's one thing to learn it, but when you actually see it for yourself, then it's like, I know. So what does showing up for your class look like as the class president for 27?
So showing up for my class looks like me having a plan, being intentional, and laying out what we're going to do, as well as also letting the class of 27 know, like, I'm not just a president, you know what I mean? As a president, I want to also open up the layer of transparency. Like, for me, one of the reels, I want to do a series reel on my president's page. It's going to be called Transparency Thursdays, of where I'm like opening up a layer of myself within student leadership, you know, and also opening up a layer of myself just as a person. You know, a lot of times, a lot of students here, like, they don't really connect well with the student leaders and have not connect well with some of the student leaders. And I'm only saying some of them, they're connecting, some of them not so much, but majority of them, they don't feel comfortable going to the town hall meetings or going to these specific events because of the simple fact that there is no level of transparency. There's no level of vulnerability that they're like seeing from the student leaders. So it's just like, they're always seeing work, but and get that degree, get your degree. But when you're a student leader and you're stepping into the field of public service, like, a lot of students are wanting to see that eagerness of transparency. They want to see something different. They want to see something unique and distinctive, and they wanted to connect with you. You know, don't stop at campaign. Don't stop at campaign week to show that level of transparency. Don't stop at that Royal Court showcase to show that level of transparency. Don't stop at that debate to talk about your life story. You know, continue to do that throughout your matriculation of the year, because at the end of the day, like, it's like, if we're only seeing you out during campaign week season and we don't see much of you throughout the year, and you showing who you are, it's like, well, there's kind of no,
You showed us who
you we already know. Like,
There's no impact you can make.
Sorry. Not, yeah. But that's my take. Yeah.
I like how you say, you know, you got to be vulnerable. I feel like in this world, a lot of people try to be like fake and like, oh yeah, this is what I did. But when you're vulnerable, you're able to connect with people on a deeper level. And being able to connect with people on a deeper level, you're able to gain their trust. And they'll trust and say, okay, this is what she's going to help us do and this, and the third. So I love being transparent and vulnerable, because those things help you build trust with others to like make a impact for real, not just like all talk, you know?
Yeah.
So I heard, you know, you say you was talking to the Morehouse class of 27 president, as well as the Spelman president of class of 27. So how do you guys plan on bridging the gap between the whole AUC?
Ooh. So a lot of the ways that we are going to plan to do that is through stronger communication pipeline, as well as making sure that we're holding social gatherings that gets the whole class of 27 within the AUC together, outside of Hump Day, outside of Homecoming Week, outside of community service events within the student organizations throughout the whole entire AUC institutions. Like we want to be able to gather the class of 27 together and create a stronger bond and communication pipeline before we graduate, because you don't never know who you're talking to. You could be talking to a future doctor, a future lawyer, a future you could be talking to a future anything, you know what I mean? And also just to create something that we can lean on each other, because we are the AUC, we are the Atlanta University Consortium, we are that, and we are a very unique group of HBCU institutions. Like,
nobody have schools like us around.
Yeah, nobody, including Morris Brown College, y'all too. Y'all like, come on, Wolverine, stand up. But yeah, like, yeah, stand up. Yes, like, this is what fellowshipping. This is what I'm talking about. That's just bridging the gap and actually taking the time to do that. So that's how we're going to do that. We also have a calendar that we're sharing with each other. We also have different stuff that we're trying to make sure that we're doing, so that way the class of 27 can't say that we didn't do nothing.
Right.
Okay? Because a lot of students be like, y'all didn't do nothing. They will tell you, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. They will tell you. They may not tell you to your face, but they'll say it behind your back. And it'll show up in the voting too. It will show up. But yeah, like, but just for the impact, just so that I just want to bridge the gap. Yeah. Like, it's just a gap. It's a humongous gap. So yeah, yeah.
I feel like another thing that may cause the gap is social media. Everybody trying to be the top, this, that, and the third, cute baddie. Great, perfect. But like before the social media stuff, I'm pretty sure Clark, Morehouse, Spelman, Morris Brown, they was all connected because they didn't have nothing else to do. But now everybody trying to like be, for show and this, that, and the third. So social media kind of makes it a little bit hard to be like, oh, well, I go to Clark and you go here, and therefore, like stuff like that. And I feel like, bro, let's get out the phones and let's touch some grass again. Like, let's get to know each other. Like you said, you don't know who you talking to the future whoever, so it's them phones. So what would you like your class to remember you for, like 10 years after y'all graduate? Like, what would you want them to remember you for? Like,
oh wow, oh my bad. There you go. I was like, wait. So do I like talking to Mike or something? Is this mic on? No. I would want my class to remember me for being a young lady that was transparent, that was vulnerable, and that led with a passion for Christ. Honestly, I want to be remembered as somebody that was able to really make an impact and serve other people, and honestly, even if I don't get the recognition, like, I don't do it for recognition or remembrance. I do it because we need people in the world that are going to contribute without being given a Nobel Peace Prize or without being given a, hey, this is da-da-da. It's okay to affirm people and give somebody, but I think a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff for show and doing so they can get that Nobel Peace Prize, so they can get that certificate, or so they can get that oh, hey, I did this. Thank me. I did, what I mean? And for me personally, like, I'm just like at a point where I'm just, life is too short. I want to be able to do it because I just want to do what my purpose is. So that's how.
I like that. It's nothing too much like, oh, I want to be remembered for that girl who, remember she helped me with the housing and we did. Yeah, I want to be that girl. Like, no, all you said, you want to be known for your transparency and like what you do. And you said a follower of Christ, or okay, yeah. So like that's very simple and very like that's transparent in itself, So I want to commend you. Like, so now this is your favorite question. You told me you like this question so much, and you talked about being intentional. So where does this mindset come from? Like, tell us the tea.
Okay, so this mindset just comes from me numbering my days, me understanding the importance of time and days and hours that you get. I don't know, I was just like one day waking up fearful of how much time do I have? How much time do I have on this earth? How much time how much time are you giving me to do my purpose? Like, how much time? And, I don't know, just intentionality has just been popping up, like being intentional. Like it's just popped up in my heart, in my mind. Like, Rokita, every day be intentional about what you're doing. Every day be intentional about who you talk to. And honestly, just 5 minutes before you came here, there was a young man that came up to me talking to me about like the Bible studies and asking me different questions about my faith and how I'm walking. Like, it just came up to me. And also another thing is, like, I'm starting to have a lot of young girls like want to have me as their mentor. So I'm just like, I have to be intentional and disciplined with myself because I can't pour from an empty cup. I genuinely cannot pour from an empty cup, okay? Because I won't have given, like, I'm gonna be pouring into a lot of different people, you know.
You are now.
So I'm like, I have to be intentional. I have to be very intentional and be humble about it. A lot of people ain't humble. They just like, hey, I got lit, like. Yeah, like I'm just like, no, just be humble. Be humble.
Yeah, like lead with grace and poise.
Yes,
like,
what Kendrick said, sit down. Be humble. That's what he said. Sit down now. So yeah, I'm just being humble. So yeah, that's what I come from.
Yeah, be humble. So being intentional means being humble, and like you said, you don't know how long you have. You just want to make sure that what you're doing, like, you're doing for a good reason. And the greatest thing that you said was you want to make sure that you don't pour from an empty cup. And I feel like that's so real, and that's very intentional, because you don't want to be sitting here like I'm gonna do that too, and this, that, and the third.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I got that. No.
Yeah, and it's like, that's how you get burnt out. Sometimes that's how you lose confidence, because you're doing so much that you don't know, like, you lost your vision, you lost your sight, you lost your why, you know. So how do you balance staying true to yourself while having a voice for everyone else?
Ooh. So I'm still working that out. I'm still balancing it. But what I'm doing now is I'm starting to journal. I'm also starting to be vulnerable with God, talk to God a lot, especially now in the season. I'm starting to talk to God a lot more, as well as I'm also starting to really take some time to go outside and go into nature. There's a spot that I go here to kind of be outside. Also, at the dorm, Brawley Residence Hall, at the Residence Hall, there's a spot in front of the AUC library with the grass, the little cute grass. I sit out there with my little blanket, do a little, have my little, computer, my phone, and I just sit there. And I just like looking at nature. Cause I feel that, like, we're supposed to be in nature for a reason. I feel like we're supposed to connect with nature. That's how we get our ideas. That's how we get our sparks within it. I just feel like we're supposed to be outside with nature and breathing like the nature. Real air. Yeah, with the real air. So that's how I do that right now, in this moment, in this time. So.
Connecting with nature, talking to God, and journaling, because journaling also just helps you free your mind and organize your thoughts as well. So that's wonderful. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. And so before we end, I want to know, have you ever had a low point in your life where you wanted to give up, and how did you deal with that, or how do you deal with imposter syndrome?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I deal with this a couple of, like, my last season. I would say, like, around, like, summer 2024. Like, summer 2024 was rough. It was rough. Oh, it was rough. Spring 2024, it was, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with time.
Spring
2024. Yeah. Spring 2024 was it was rough. That 23 going into 2024, like, that was rough for me. It was a hard time because I was trying to figure out if I was gonna come to Clark Atlanta, if I was gonna be able to afford it. Yeah. Like, if I was gonna fit in. Like, okay, if I get here, like, am I gonna have a dorm? Am I gonna be safe? Am I gonna have my hair, my pearl? What's going on? Am I gonna eat? Like, where my clothes? Like, And I would really talk to God a lot about it. And wait, what was the question? I'm sorry. I actually
no. It said, have you had like a low point?
Or
like doing
back to it. So that was one of those moments. I definitely had a low point. Definitely had imposter syndrome. I remember even like one case of where I was going into my bedroom and I was like looking at, because I still follow Clark and I still follow the people that I met at NSO when I had came, and seeing all the things that they were doing, and I was just like crying, like, God, like, I missed it. Like, I missed my mark. I missed the point. Like, I missed it. And now they're doing this and I'm not. Yeah. And right then and there, that was a moment where I was just like crying my eyes out. That was a low point for me. Or even another low point when I lost my grandmother. So I lost my grandmother a week prior to me coming to Clark Atlanta. Like week prior to me moving in, lost her. And that was a moment where I was just at a low place. Like I was just like,
was she like your backbone? Like
she was.
like,
It was my backbone, my front bone, she was my grandmother was like a second mom to me. Like she was, because I stayed with her. She's the one that taught me how to cook, how to like wash clothes, like she taught me a lot about the Word of God. She is the reason why I still have my faith. It's because of her, honestly. Because if it wasn't for my grandmother, I would not at all. No, ma'am. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry, but because of her, she's the reason why I still am continuously having my faith and working it out. Yeah. So I love it.
Well, let me give you a hug. I'm sorry to hear that, but you're so strong and just you're still going on, and that is the thing. So how did you deal with that?
How did I deal with
the loss of your grandmother? You know, that low point where you was like, how am I gonna afford this? You seeing everybody else doing everything else, and then you like, so
I honestly, it's very simple. I really just trusted God. I definitely talked to God, and when I mean talk to God, I mean I was getting vulnerable.
Pouring your heart out.
I was pouring my heart out to God. I was angry with God. I was mad with God. I was disappointed. I was crying. I poured out all my emotions to God. Like I was just like, I have to pour out to you because I'm tired, and right now, like I don't got my grandma, and now I'm in this. Ooh, a fly is getting in my ear. What's going on? Getting not my ear, my eye. Okay, no, but I'm in this space, and I'm in a new space, and I'm like the first HBCU, first generation college student, first HBCU student. So it's like I don't have a blueprint for this.
A blueprint.
Like I don't have no blueprint for this. Like, come on. Like, what's going on? And you know, I just kind of poured myself out to God, and he's working it out with me. He's still doing things that I'm just like, God, what the heck? like no, I'm talking about things that I was just like, so I did not deserve that. So like even with the junior class president and me getting the book grant, like on the spot, like me, like mind you, it was just like, so
okay.
Oh, okay, you know, thank you, T. Love it. Like big ups to God. Thank you to my God. Like what you mean? Like thank you. So I'm still in shock of so much that he's still doing. I'm very in shock. So hey, we're making it.
Yeah, we're doing it. In him, you threw your burden on him, and look how it's working out for you. So what would you like to say to future students out there who would love to be a class president, who's a transfer student? Like, what advice do you have to future students out there?
Ooh, so my advice to you all is to please be authentic. Please trust in God. Have some sort of balance towards, and when I mean balance, I mean have a set space for yourself. Self-care for yourself, because a lot of time we get so busy and we don't make time to just have our own space. Go outside, sit in nature, talk to God. Like seriously, go outside. It changes a lot. Half of the ideas that I had on my little computer came from me going outside. Like really just going outside, sitting on the grass with my little blanket, like just outside, just feeling it. And another thing, like, be confident in who you are and have community, fellowship with people, have community around you, because you can't do it by yourself. You need at least two. There's no I know a lot of people now in culture are like, oh, I can do, girl, I'm an independent girl, no, that is no. Get community, get yourself around community, fellowship with people, and also a closed mouth will never get fed. So the more that you close your mouth, the more that you don't say nothing, the more you don't, come on, like,
just gonna be.
Yeah, like you open up your mouth.
Open up my mouth.
And look, we done cool. I didn't even know she was Morris Brown. Come on,
but that's my homegirl.
Yes, that's a homegirl. Like what? Like no, open up your mouth. Do not be afraid to speak up and take initiative. Come on, take initiative. Come on, take initiative. But trust in God though. That's really it. So.
Well, thank you so much for your beautiful words, and you're just so like. You're just brave and powerful, and like what's you take the like you just all the words like I can't even. I'm just speechless like right now. Like I just want to say like kudos to you, and I cannot wait for fall of 25 to come. You know what? I would love to be your personal content cameraman. Okay.
You're on the team.
So I would love to do that for you.
You're recruited. Don't worry. You're already recruited.
And yes, we're just gonna go from there. So thank you guys for watching this What You Working With episode with Rokita, the class of 2027 president for Clark Atlanta.
Hey!
And y'all gonna see more content, of course. And yeah, like we gonna make something shake in the AUC. But she gonna make something shake. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, whatever you need me to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Bye, guys.